First thing you want to take a look at is the agreement list tab on the left side. So we're going to click that. Once you get to the agreement page, there is a drop-down menu. So click that, and it's going to show you all of the airlines that you can fly standby on. Now, it might be different depending on what airline you work for, but it's good just to get familiar with the ones that you can fly on. As an example, if we go to Scenic Airlines and then hit continue, you'll see that this is an airline, but it's also partnered with a helicopter tour company. So you can actually do a helicopter tour, for instance, in Las Vegas. So it's kind of cool to see all the things that you're able to do. So for an example, we're just going to pick Alaska Airlines from Seattle to Los Angeles, and let's just do today. Okay, now it's listing the non-stop flights from Seattle to Los Angeles. There's the flight number and the time. Because we did it today, it's not going to allow you to book flights that already happened, which is good. So if you go to show details, it's going to give you some information that doesn't matter that much. E75, it means it's a small plane. Seats available. Some people say they look at this, but I don't think it's a good idea. I'll talk about that later. And I will talk about these smiley faces later as well. So if you just hit select and then hit continue all the way, you'll be able to book your flights. Okay, so for seat availability, we can go to show details and seats available. So this says Y9 and J9. So this is basically telling you there's at least 9 economy seats open and 9 first class open, at least. So it doesn't tell you if there's 50 or 20 or 10. It only goes up to 9, so it doesn't really help you that much. And neither do these smiley faces. So if you look at the smiley faces, that means there's a good amount of seats open. But the problem is it doesn't know how many standby on the list waiting. So even though it might be green and there might be 20 seats open, there could be 30 on standby and it has no idea. So this really shouldn't be a green smiley face. On top of that, some airlines don't even use these smiley faces. So American, they have the smiley face, but it's always a yellow face. If there's 50 seats open, it's still a yellow face. And Frontier is always a red face, even if there's 50 seats open. So I really don't think that's a good idea to plan a trip or a possible flight based on using these smiley faces and this seat availability chart, because again, it doesn't account for the amount of people on the standby list at that given time. So because of the myIDTravel available seat issue that I mentioned earlier, the best thing you should do is download the Staff Traveler app. I'll leave a link in the description for 2 free credits. And it's basically an app where you just type in your flight and someone on the other end will be an employee for that airline, and they'll give you an up-to-date load count on that flight. So this is what the app looks like. I'm just going to do this as an example. And there you have it. So you can request as many flights as you want, and you should get a response time within, I'd say, 10 to 20 minutes.